This information is critical because the Atchafalaya Basin is critical habitat that needs to stay healthy so that these bird populations can use this and adapt however they're going to adapt as climate change progresses. So today we brought in a mobile Doppler radar unit from the University of Oklahoma. We're going to use that radar and we're going to look for migratory flocks of birds that are flying across the Atchafalaya Basin. Last year we did this study as well, and we put the radar unit at our Atchafalaya Conservation Center, like right in the Atchafalaya Basin. The problem was that there's so many big trees in the basin, the radar couldn't essentially see very well.
When they reached out looking for a piece of property to park this on, one of the things they were looking for was access to power and good open sight lines for that equipment to reach the Atchafalaya Basin, which is a few miles from here. And we chose this spot because being an existing farm operation, we have a lot of power already here. We have good open sight lines.
This is PX1000. This is a X-band radar that can scan roughly 40 miles. We kind of call it old reliable because it goes everywhere. I've been to Peru with it. It's been to Korea. It just works. It's kind of our workhorse.
So the radar is spinning around in there just like a weather radar. And we have a website that OU provides, and we can get on it, and this radar will actually differentiate between weather, and then the birds show up as these light blue blobs of different sizes, and that is a migrating flock of birds. This study and this radar is actually critically important because I mentioned before, this is part of a larger study along the Gulf Coast, and the Doppler radars that are being used at Lake Charles and at Mobile, Alabama missed the Atchafalaya Basin, so they've had a hole in what they could see in terms of bird migration, and by us putting this radar out here, we're filling in that hole. We're not only understanding the Atchafalaya Basin, but we're contributing to this body of knowledge for the whole U.S. Gulf Coast for all these species that migrate either across the Gulf of Mexico or down the Texas coast.